Callie? Oh no, not again. Callie feels her nerves prickle at the sound of her name. Is it back? Again? Wasn't it just here? Callie? Her mom calls out to her from the doorway. No, it's light out. It can't be, right? Callie focuses her eyes over to her door. It's just Mom. Her body relaxes slightly at the realization. You're going to be late, she sighed. Come on, it's time to go. Her mom says as she's turning to leave, motioning Callie to hurry up. Callie nods. It's all she can manage in the moment. She watches her mom leave the room and wills her body to start moving. Eventually, Callie makes her way out the door and heads to school. She's so tired and confused that everything feels like it's moving in slow motion. Every movement she makes takes actual effort, but her focus is lost in her thoughts. What was that? It must have been a dream. What else could it be? Callie tries to rationalize the previous night. She continues to attempt to attribute her tiredness to what must have been a nightmare. Callie decides to spend her lunch in the school library, not eating, just searching for answers. She isn't sure where to start, but there has to be something. She opens the browser, right onto the search engine, and starts typing. Nightmares that won't stop. She reads the top results through. Anxiety, depression, other psychological triggers, PTSD? No. She knows she doesn't have any of these. Does she? No, she was fine before all of this. The rest of the results seem to only be about children. Callie reads them through anyway. If your child is suffering from chronic nightmares, you can get them help by making them feel more comfortable and safer. It suggests things like keeping their bedroom door open and using a nightlight and allowing them to open up to you about the nightmares or what's been bothering them in general. But I'm not afraid of the dark. Callie sighs from the stress of the futile search. Or at least she wasn't before she started hearing and seeing things at night. She's sure she's been afraid lately. At dinner, Callie couldn't eat. She continued to push the food around, but never actually took a bite. Her mom noticed and asked her what was wrong. Callie took the opening and decided to attempt some of the things listed on the web pages she read earlier in the day. She starts by telling her mom she's been having nightmares and not getting a good night's rest. Callie's mom suggests Callie drink some warm milk and goes to bed early tonight instead, insisting it will help. She does as her mom suggests, practically choking down the warm milk. It somehow isn't as comforting as it once was, but Callie remains hopeful that the steps she's taking tonight will work. Callie makes her way to bed, leaving her door open and asking her mom to leave the light on in the bathroom and the door cracked open for some light. A nightlight wasn't something she had kicking around, but this would work the same way. She laid in bed, the exhaustion and milk working its magic. She felt herself slip into sleep. Callie. Callie. A voice breaks through her slumber. Mom? Is it already morning? She wonders, whispering with her groggy voice. For a moment, she feels as though she would open her eyes and it would be light out. Time to start the day fresh with a full night's rest and no nightmares. Callie forces her eyes open to her mostly darkened room, light streaming through her open door from the bathroom, exactly the way she had left it. She looks around, but doesn't see anyone. Callie. Callie. A soft, sing-song voice calls to her. Definitely not from her room, she realizes. Callie looks around, realizing she can move. She isn't pinned to her bed like she had been previously. That's a good sign, Callie muses. She wonders if it's her mom trying to check on her. Callie gets out of bed and makes it to her doorframe, stopping to listen again. The voice calls out to her. Callie begins to follow its melodic tune. As she gets farther down the hall, past the bathroom with the light on, she hears something more. A strange static noise fills the air. Kahli keeps walking. It gets louder as she continues on. As she makes it to the spare room, the noise is deafening. Kahli stops. That noise, she realizes. It's the one she was hearing before, right before that thing started appearing. With the thought, Kahli turns and runs back to her room, slamming the door behind her, pulling the blanket over her head. She squeezes her eyes tight, willing this to be a dream, one that she will wake up from any moment. Callie's hair stands on end. A shiver runs through her. Go away, go away. It's just a dream. It's just a dream. Go away. It's just a dream. She whispers over and over. The room is cold, her body tense from the shivering and stress. Something brushes along her legs, over the blanket. Kahli goes quiet with fear. Something grabs her leg and shakes. No! Kahli screams and tries to kick free. Kahli, the voice says back. She keeps kicking, trying to break free from whatever monster has her. Kahli, Kahli. The thing keeps shaking her leg. Kahli, it's just a dream. The voice says, it's just a dream. I'm here. You're all right. Her mom's voice registers to her now. Mom? Kahli stops kicking, but stays hidden. Yes, it's okay. I'm here. I just came to get you so you could get ready for school, her mom says softly, the concerned undertone of her voice allowing Kahli to believe that she was hearing. She pulls the blanket off her head and turns to look at her mother. Sorry, Kahli starts, her voice trailing off as she looks around the room. It's morning now, the light shining into her window. More nightmares? Her mom asks. Kahli doesn't answer, her mind spinning. It was just night a minute ago. Callie's mom pats Callie's leg and gives her a knowing, reassuring smile. At least the milk helped you sleep. We will keep trying, her mom says as she walks out of the room. As the days go on, the events happening at night become harder and harder to rationalize. Kahli is sure now that they aren't dreams. No, she's entirely too tired to just be getting unrestful sleep. She knows she isn't getting any at all. Every night is the same thing. Those eyes appearing on top of her. Kahli can't move, can't scream. She can't even close her eyes. She can simply stare back. The days blur by and are getting harder and harder to get through. Kahli can't focus. She can't do much more than go through the motions and wait for night to be over. People have noticed the change in Kahli's appearance, how tired she is. She increasingly gets asked if she isn't feeling well or if she didn't get enough sleep. Kahli shrugs them off. She tells them she's been having nightmares, too much homework, or that she has a cold. No one seems to think twice about it, their obligation to ask bringing them with her answer. Kahli sits in class. She has given up on even trying to pay attention any longer. She simply can't. Her mind is only ever on one thing now. Those eyes. That noise. That thing. What is it? What does it want? Is it real? Is she crazy? A shiver crawls up her spine, and from the corner of her eye, she sees a dark blur of something she swears is a person. But once her head is fully turned, there's nothing there. That night, Kahli lays in bed, eyes closed, attempting to get any amount of rest she can. It's difficult to fall asleep anticipating the terrors that await her during the witching hour. The static starts. Kahli shuts her eyes tighter. No, it can't be time for this yet. Shh. Kahli. The voice breaks through the static. Kahli, Miss Carson sneaks out every night. She's having an affair with Mrs. Williamson. What? Callie opened her eyes in surprise. Wait, what? Callie looks over to her window, a cold wind coming from it, her curtains blowing. She gets up and walks over. Her window is closed. She shivers again. Callie looks around nervously. No one is around. Look. The voice repeats. Callie looks out her window. It's just dark. Nothing there. She must be going crazy. Just as she goes to turn back to bed, a light turns on outside. Callie turns back quickly. It's the motion sensor light next door. Someone opened the side door, but she didn't hear it. It was so quiet. Squinting for a better look, Callie sees Mrs. Carson, her next-door neighbor, leaving her home. No, not just leaving. Sneaking. Callie turns to check her alarm clock. 1 a.m. It's too late for her to be doing much of anything. Callie watches, curious. Mrs. Carson makes her way down the driveway and turns into the house beside hers. The Williamsons. Callie gasps. See, the voice hisses. The static starts again, and Callie feels drained, like blinking would take too much effort. She climbs back into bed, unable to process what just happened. How did the voice know that? Why did it tell her? Callie falls asleep.